people think it's a belief system. Yeah, of course, these people who are now branded Negroes, blacks, and colors.
I learned mine in art
Spanish
school.
really is a cover-up because there's no such thing. That's a code word for Moors. And it's a code word for Latin. The language is Latin. Spanish covers it up. And people think Latin language. They don't know it's Moorish Latin. That's why they tell you Latin is dead, which means you're dead. No, I'm just telling you, no, it's biology. There you go. Root word, etymology. You understand what I'm saying? And these are fundamentals. And people know this stuff, but what they don't do is tie it back to our people. They keep making our people think this is the European stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you're standing on your own land, don't even daggone know it, and trying to go everywhere else, and everybody else trying to get here.
Well, see, I have to add on something here, and I'm sorry to. This is why tomorrow is 1 to 4 environmental science class and community forum. This issue about not knowing that you're standing on your own land has something to do with what happened. And most psychologists and spiritualists, and they're the same two people, psyche means soul, know what happened to you.
Yeah.
You and I are victims of what we call psychic trauma. And I will explain in the detail, and if you come tomorrow, I'll go into the whole thing.
And it's called a psychic attack.
A psychic attack. Psychic trauma happens when a group of people are captured or frozen into one single place, and that they are beaten, hurt, and put into a state of pain where they are given a command to stop or forget a particular thing about themselves and to stop practicing their customs. When you're put in psychic trauma, usually they're giving the person a command, and they're also erasing memory. That's also part of mind control. So when we keep talking about Moorish culture, Amexem, Olmecs, Tamoan Khan, ancient America, ancient Africa, when you keep speaking about it, you're speaking about it from the fragments of those lessons of those people. But when you try to activate your memory, you notice you go into a conflict. The conflict comes from the command that the so-called master gave you. So the thing that must be done is you have to start to reinterpret who and what you are and where you are. What we do as a people, some teachers, and I'm going to help you with this, because what teachers do is that they put all of our history or culture into small little pockets and small little groups.
Yes.
Then give it to you through small little groups and make you fight amongst yourselves.
Schismatum. That's called schismatum.
You're in this group, you're in that group, you're in this group, you're in that group.
By groups, that's what I was talking about.
They have separated all of your ancient legacy. I'm not saying the word history. I have a heritage. I don't have a history. None of us have a history because that means you're dealing with a hysterectomy and you're being cut off. So we ain't dealing with no more history. You're talking about heritage. It comes from her.
Yeah.
Now, it's time to restructure and look at your customs, ancient bloodlines, and practices.
And traditions. Now, listen to this. Now, this is so very important. What he said right there, your connection to that in law is what brings you to the level of having the legal capacity to invoke what is known as the common law.
Yes, sir.
That trumps the ens legis, the straw man, etc., and the fraud. And this is fundamentally true. And so with the psychic attacks and with the social engineering, this is why they introduced connotative linguistics.
Yep.
And this is why they don't teach etymology. The psychological position or classification for such persons is disassociation. So they use schismata, and that's a military term dealing with the actual agenda. They use schismata. That's called divide and conquer loosely, but the legal and military term used for the psychic attack on these people is schismata. And they use dogmata, that is counterfeit religion. And then they use fiat, that is declaration by the Pope of Rome, because these people aren't allowed to hold or handle money. And then they create the straw, and all of this creates disassociation. This is why they burn books. That's why they don't teach law and history together, which they must be taught together for you to be effective.
Disassociative reverse.
Yes. And in law, and this is universal, In order for you to trump or have a legal argument in any tribunal held under the corporate jurisdiction of the United States Corporation Company, which is the military arm for the Jesuits of Rome, enforced via the District of London, the district in London, not London itself, the district, and that they deal with the monetary policy, etc. So you're dealing with two sovereign alleged states, the Vatican, the district in London, and Washington, D.C. all have their separate flags. This is when you see the 3-star flag down there on the parkway. That deals with that trinity. That's what's in operation here. Now, if you don't know that, if you are not aware of that, and you start talking about rights or going out and marching or complaining about what they do to people, if you're not arguing the right argument, you can go through all the motions and they can abuse you and you have no standing in law. And one of the reasons why the international community, even though they've been speaking up, they'll not interfere, is because we refuse to come in honor. But we keep demanding the benefit of the birthright without acknowledging the bloodline. Therefore, the international community can't help it. They keep on signing things and we won't respond. So this is what Obama did. Let's look at what's happening. Rahm Emanuel. You can write this down. I'll show you the proclamation. Next time we talk, next time we come here, bring your computer. I'll drop some stuff on your computer, keep you busy for 5 years. You understand what I'm saying to you? So Rahm Emanuel, who's a so-called Jew, left the Obama administration, went to the sister city of Mecca, which is Chicago, ran for office. December the 22nd is strategic. The entry of the winter solstice, according to the Circle 7,
yes, sir,
issued a proclamation in relationship to your history, acknowledging what New Obadiah did, etc., etc., and published it. Proclamation. Obama and his wife, they broke tradition. Whenever the president and what they call the first lady leaves the country going into another jurisdiction, they always are presented together. They broke tradition. She triangulated to the Alhambra, the last stronghold of the Moors before the Europeans turned the world upside down. He goes to Hipkupta, Egypt, which is the capital dominion of the Moroccan Empire, and it exposes that the United States Constitution comes from Muslim law. Then he went into Article 11 of the Treaty of Tripoli, into the middle of it, to give you a point of reference. And these people still ain't caught on.
Right off the Barnary sub-stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too, but it's more than a bookstore. You want it, we got it. Mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. Black and Nobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome all to come build. The energy is positive. Every member of the team is awake and conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and